which can be used, make it very, very effective. And I am sure that it is going to bring a lot of style, a lot of substance in our life to add on our communication, to connect to the world through social media. But we every day we are using, we are saying, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on this, I'm on Snapchat. But where exactly is it getting benefit to me? And we have a lot of complaints that this new millennials, they are always connecting to this social media. I don't understand. Believe me, today you will understand, and you will come back to your 30 years, 20 years, and 14 years of your life back, and you will be feel young that wow, I can also get connected, and I can see a lot of opportunities lying behind it. So there are a lot of information gonna come to you guys, and you guys are gonna have a good time. So I think is any information that GSC is able to join us?
Yes, join. Yes, join. Yeah, yes,
Join?
yeah.
All right. Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
Good evening, Sandeep. How are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much.
When are we having the next NEC meeting in Toronto?
Whenever you say, we will organize it for you.
Send us the tickets.
Thank you very much.
Send us the tickets, we pay for the hotel.
I will do that. Thank you for joining with us, and we would like you to address all our members who are present today, so we can move on to the program.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just spoke to Nivedita about 10 minutes back. Sir, are you joining? And she started with good morning. Twice she's told me good morning in the evening. Nivedita, do you sleep in the afternoons?
No, sir.
Okay.
It's morning for me.
Because after sleeping, it's good morning anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, this interactive session today on social media and you will cover communication skills, networking, database management, and how to improve your social media presence. And it holds a great importance in the business environment today, where there are multiple promotional activities, awareness campaigns, including physical events, advertisements, newspapers, sometimes newspaper articles targeted towards a product or a technology, magazines, that is both direct and indirect targeting of the audience. There are many events today which take us away and take our attention: IPL, Pro Kabaddi, 2020, FIFA, the Olympics itself, Formula One, Badminton, Premier League, Wimbledon, French and US Open, and so many activities which take us away from our regular thinking and create an influence on us, an influence on the readership, or drawing attention towards certain issues, even changing our consumption patterns. And it becomes very difficult to create influence parameters leading to a confluence of decision results. And therefore, these are simple 3 words that Mr. Shiv Khera taught us. Some of you were there. In his first book that he wrote, which said, "You can sell," followed by a book titled, "You Can Sell More." When you speak to your wife, your mother, your child, you are actually selling. When you speak to your boss or subordinate, you are also selling. And when I'm speaking to you, I am selling to you a concept presently. Selling is an art, and not many of us have acquired that art in its correctness and full form. And if you look at the Indian streets, currently the best sellers are those who are selling car to car, door to door at the signals on the roads. I find the best sellers are the beggars who earn much more than a daily wage earner, because they really know how to sell. I have seen at one of the signals a man with crutches, cannot walk on one leg. Okay. And I was driving my car and I gave him 20 rupees. I opened my window, and 20 is a lot to give a beggar, unless the beggar really needs that money. Trust me, when the signal started, I looked in the rear view mirror and that man's crutches were off and he was walking up the street. So you can imagine the art he has acquired to sell. Therefore, I urge each one of you to carefully listen to these deliberations today and try to take advantage of the thoughts being deliberated for your company, for yourself and business at large, because the most successful people are the people who can sell well, not only to their clients and their suppliers, but even in their families. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to tell you that in August, September, the Indian Plumbing Association will launch the Indian Plumbing Professional League in 23 cities physically with at least 2,000 participants. And the fees are a meager amount of rupees 5,000, whereas you get the valued life membership of IPA, which is today valued at 15,500 plus GST. You get a monthly Indian technical journal, the magazine Indian Plumbing Today every month, and you get an invitation to all IPA events. There are many awards and prizes to be won. And Mr. Praveen, and there are 3 coveted winners who will go out of the country for a study tour. Mr. Praveen Bora, convener IPPL, will announce this after the webinar. And therefore, I recommend to all of you that not only you, but your colleagues in the build and architect, consultant and contractor and supplier and manufacturer community, please advertise, tell them about IPL. It's a great opportunity to learn from the best plumbing gurus of India. Kindly review and browse IPA website www.indianplumbing.org to know more about IPA and its events. I would request all of you not only to register yourselves, but your friends and colleagues in IPPL. And I repeat, it is a great advantage, a unique platform to learn with fun. There are different levels of quizzes, and that's how you learn, where you make mistakes and you find that, yes, this is the mistake I made, and that registers in your mind for your lifetime. Please register for IPPL and oblige. I wish each one of you all the very best and look forward to your active participation at the Indian Plumbing Association. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, GSSR. Thank you so much for throwing so much light on today's event. And I'm sure that everybody will take a benefit out of it. And IPPL, yes, it's a proud event for all of us. And I'm sure Praveen is going to share with everybody new informations and news so that everybody will get more benefit. Looking forward, I also extend my warm welcome to our NEB who are here, National Executive Board. Rahul sir is there, and I think CS Gupta sir is not there. Sharad Rao sir is there. Praveen Bora is there. So good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining with us. And I'm sure that under your leadership and support, we all will bring more and more events for all our members and for our participants so that they can take most of the benefit, not only on the technical front, but also for their business front, for their personal life. It can help to them. Thank you so much. And moving on, can we have 2 presenters today. We have our own Nivedita Sharma. Nivedita, you all have seen, you all have met, you all have interacted. But today you will see Nivedita as a different role. Today, Nivedita will be talking much different things, which we have never interacted with her. And with Nivedita, we have Rohit Walia. So I'm going to introduce one by one both of them. And they will have a very wonderful presentation for all of you. They're going to speak to you. They want to interact with you. So I would request you to maintain the decorum of the entire presentation and webinar. Please share whatever questions you want. You can write on the chat. We will take your questions, we'll do them. Do not try to open your mic and ask the question immediately in between an interruption. That's a personal and humble request to all of you, so that we can take a wonderful, we can maintain the decorum and we can really take a much benefit out of it. All right, Nivedita Sharma, who is with us, she's a Marcom professional with an experience of 12 years into leading corporate marketing and internal communications, marketing for corporates, having worked across industries like FMCG, agribusiness, water, education. She has worked on editing technical journals, conceptualization, and content development for motion pictures and e-newsletters, social media engagement, and corporate communication, to name a few. She has accomplished masters in business administration from Dr. Yashwant Singh University of Horticulture and Forestry, Solan, Himachal Pradesh. She has been serving IPA for 3 years now, and she handles communication, social media, and digital promotions, along with being the sub-editor of Indian Plumbing Today magazine. So here we have our own Nivedita Sharma, and she's going to take us to subject on communication. And we have Rohit Walia after her. who is with us. He's the digital marketing expert with an experience of 9 years into digital marketing. He did his post-graduation from Jaipuri Institute of Management Studies in marketing and international business. After 3 years of experience in digital marketing, he started his digital marketing company named Search Modifier. Search Modifier is a corporate wellness and growth firm specializing in online reputation management and digital engagement. Search Modifier is serving clients globally and have experience in 6 to 8 industries like real estate, education, healthcare, FMCG, etc. Apart from this, Search Modifier also works for startups, HNIs, politicians. So, like, we are going to have a wonderful day and a wonderful time today. So let me welcome Nivedita first to start her session, and then I will invite Rohit later, and then we'll have a wonderful Q&A session also. And please be more interactive. Talk to them, give your suggestion, give your chat box, fill the chat box for them. They are there to help you out. Nivedita, good evening and welcome, and over to you.
Good evening, and thank you for the great introduction, Sandeep. I hope I am audible to all of you.
Yes, you are.
Oh, great.
You are just slightly louder, Nivedita.
Okay, sir. I'll lower my voice a little. I think it should be fine now.
वैसे ही है.
Yeah. Okay. So a very good evening to all the IPA NEB chapter chairman, chapter executive committee members from across the country, my HQ colleagues and other participants who have joined us today after taking time out from their busy schedule. And I bring to you a very important topic that is responsible for the success of our businesses and our relationships, which is improving communication. Is the voice still harsh? Because I can look at the expression of a few of you. Is it, I should lower the voice?
For
No,
me,
it's fine. It's fine.
Fine.
So you can tell me whenever it's not better. So before I begin, I must tell you that I will be using a mix of both the languages, that is English and Hindi. I think that will benefit all of us together. So before I begin this important topic of improving communication, let me ask you a very important question, which is that can you all tell me the name of a company, one of the best companies in the world, which has used a very important aspect of communication as their main USP, as their main unique selling proposition? Can you all quickly type in the chat box so that I can see your responses? I can see a few responses. Can other people also type in? So I can see some of you are actually reaching there, and it is Google. And what did Google use to be successful? It is communication, and the most important power tool of the communication that they were using was listening, which is the power tool of communication. So they were listening to us all the time, be it in English, and now they are even listening to us in our language, which is in Hindi, in most of our vernacular languages as well. They are listening to us all the time. That's why they have succeeded. So coming on to next slide, please. We have to know why communication is important. So important, because all of us communicate in our day-to-day life. We communicate with our partners, we communicate with our colleagues, we communicate with our seniors, with our juniors, with our teammates. But why is this thing so important that we need to improve it? I want to come on to a small case scenario. You must have all, played Chinese Whisper in your in any time during your life. So what happens in Chinese Whisper? Can anyone unmute and tell me what happens in Chinese Whisper?
We whisper about certain facts and allow that facts to be carried on to the next person, and we wait for the final result when the last person tells us what the first person said.
Very correct. Thank you, sir. So, but what happens is that the message, जो पहले बंदे ने जो मैसेज दिया था, वो लास्ट तक पहुंचते पहुंचते वो मैसेज वो रहता ही नहीं चाइनीज विस्पर में, जो कि हमारे बिजनेसेस में भी होता है और हमारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में भी होता है, हमारे घरों में भी होता है बहुत बार. वही चीज मैं इस केस सिनेरियो के थ्रू दिखाना चाहूंगी. So in the first picture you can see how the customer explained what he wanted. Then what happened? That how the project leader understood it. उसने किसी और तरीके से अंडरस्टैंड किया, उसके बाद डिजाइनर ने उसको कैसे डिजाइन किया वो थोड़ा अलग था, एंड देन फाइनली प्रोग्रामर ने उसको कैसे लिखा वो और भी अलग हो गया, and then how the sales executive described it was different from how the programmer wrote it. So you see how the communication chain is breaking at different levels and the intended meaning is getting changed. After that, when the project was documented, तो वो अलग तरीके से document हुआ, and what the operations installed was completely different. But when the customers was built, he was built for all the fancy things in the world, right? And finally जब उस कस्टमर को कुछ प्रॉब्लम आई तो हेल्प डेस्क ने उसको बहुत थोड़ा सपोर्ट किया क्योंकि उसके पास इंफॉर्मेशन बहुत कम थी. But then now we finally look at what the customer really wanted. So now as you see different levels पे different communication miss होता गया और वो कुछ और ही बनता गया. That is what is the power of communication. And some of you must have noticed that here what is happening is जो customer ने explain किया था, the first one and the last one, what the customer really needed is also different. So what is happening is customer is also not able to convey what he really wants. He really wants something else while he is conveying or explaining something else. So that difference, that is what we have to achieve कि हमें जो चाहिए वो हमें communicate करना पड़ेगा तभी हमें वो मिलेगा और हर level पे वही communication आगे जाना चाहिए. So this explains, next slide, how effective communication is crucial for our teams. Coming on to communication का मतलब क्या है? Communication का मतलब ये है कि आपका कुछ एक objective है, वो आपको अपने जो respondent है उस तक पहुंचाना है. But there are two important things in it. One is that जो sender है, जो जिसको information देनी है, उसके पास clear knowledge होनी चाहिए information की. उसके बाद जिसको interpret करना है, वो सही से उसको interpret करे और right information extract करे. These are the two chief elements of communication. Most of us जब भी हम कोई टेलीफोन करते हैं तो हम फोन उठाते हैं और डायल करके कम्युनिकेशन शुरू कर देते हैं या कॉल शुरू कर देते हैं. बट और होता क्या है, कई बार वी बीट अराउंड द बुश एंड जो एक्चुअली में हमें कम्युनिकेट करना था वो रह जाता है. व्हाट दैट हैपन बिकॉज़ वी डोंट प्लान. अगर हम सही से पहले, इट विल ओनली टेक हाफ अ सेकंड, अगर हम ये सोचें कि हमें उस सामने वाले बंदे से क्या चाहिए, देन वी विल कम्युनिकेट इन द राइट मैनर सो दैट द रिसीवर गेट्स the exact information what we need and your call becomes successful. Next slide. Now इसके लिए क्या जरूरी है? कुछ important steps हैं. हालांकि our session today is very short, but I would like to touch a few points that are very important when you're communicating with people. There are three important aspects to a good communication. The first one being, next slide, listening. Listening is a very important tool and listening is very important for effective communication. But होता क्या है, जब हम लोग communicate करते हैं तो we often tend to hear rather than listen. And the rule of thumb is कि आप अपने response के बारे में ना सोचें, आप ये सोचें कि जब तक वो complete नहीं करता जो भी कुछ कहना चाह रहा है तब तक आप अपने response के बारे में ना सोचें. जबकि होता उल्टा है कि हम लोग सोचने लगते हैं कि मैं इस बात को मैं कैसे respond करूंगा. This happens most of the time. Whenever we are talking to a partner, they are communicating something to us. Whenever we are talking to a business leader, we try to, हम अपने मन में वो response बनाना शुरू कर देते हैं, जो कि नहीं होना चाहिए. क्योंकि अगर आप उनकी बात को सही से समझोगे नहीं तो आप सही से respond नहीं कर पाओगे, उस बात को समझ नहीं पाओगे. So communication is a two-way process. दो लोगों के बीच में information exchange होगा तभी communication होगा. So the aim is to ensure that a conversation is two-way. If you are saying, अगर आप बहुत कुछ बोल रहे हो, so silence is a very important. अभी क्या होता है बहुत सारे case scenarios में, because most of you are entrepreneurs in your businesses, so what happens is as a business leader, sometimes when you are communicating your goals, organizational goals या strategy, जब आप अपने लोगों को communicate कर रहे होते हो, तो you are talking most of the times. But here also, you can make the communication two-way. How can you do that? You can ask your teammates open questions. What, why? अगर आपने कोई target दिया, so what will you do to accomplish this target? How will you achieve it? What is your plan? So that will give you the opinion of the respondent. That is very important. Otherwise, it's like imposing your communication onto your respondent. So active listening is necessary for two-way communication. You have to hear the speaker out. You have to remove any distractions. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए इधर आपकी मीटिंग चल रही हो और आपका फोन बज रहा है या फिर आप अपने सोशल प्रोफाइल पे जाके देख रहे हो अपने पोस्ट्स. That should not happen. Whenever you have to listen to somebody, you have to remove all the distractions. You have to maintain objectivity. आपसे कोई कुछ पूछ रहा है तो आप objectively जवाब दो. आप subjectively जवाब मत दो. You should not give too many reasons and things like that. So you have to maintain objectivity and you have to concentrate on immediate interaction. कोई आपसे कुछ communicate कर रहा है तो आप ये मत सोचो कि नहीं बाद में बात कर लेंगे या बात बोल देंगे. So it has to be immediate so that उस वक्त का जो आपका कम्युनिकेशन है वो इफेक्टिव हो. अभी हमारे यहाँ बहुत यस सर कल्चर है. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट हमारे यहाँ, मोस्टली इन इंडिया, इन मोस्ट ऑफ द कॉर्पोरेट, इन मोस्ट घरों में भी होता है. हमें कुछ बोला जाता है तो हम सीधे बोलते हैं यस सर आई विल डू इट, और यस whoever you are talking to will do it. So this हम ये यस सर बिना ये जाने बोल देते हैं कि हम वो काम कर भी पाएंगे या नहीं, या व्हाटएवर जो हमें बोला गया उसका राइट मीनिंग हमने एक्सट्रैक्ट भी किया है या उस बंदे को हमने फिनिश करने दिया, बोलने भी दिया या नहीं. सो if we are not giving the other person the chance to complete what they are trying to say, then we won't understand what they want to say. So what will happen is that you will only be able to analyze or think through what they have to communicate if you give them the chance, and you need not focus on saying yes to everything. So जब हम कभी किसी से नंबर लेते हैं फोन पे, तो हम नंबर फोन पे लिखते हैं और फिर हम रिपीट करते हैं so as to check the understanding. Same goes for communication. You have to check the receiver's understanding so as to see कि sender का meaning और receiver का meaning जब भी आप communicate कर रहे हो वो same है या नहीं. हम में से बहुत सारे लोग कुछ ना कुछ assumption अपने दिमाग में रखते हैं किसी इंसान के प्रति, किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के प्रति. we have certain assumptions in our life based on जो भी हमारे साथ हुआ होता है लाइफ में उसके हिसाब से. बट जब आपसे कोई कम्युनिकेट कर रहा है ना, तो आप you have to listen to what they are trying to say. Don't have those assumptions in mind, because वो assumptions अगर हम mind में लेके चलेंगे तो that will affect what we are interpreting from it. Replay what you heard. This is very important. So what happens is that अगर आप next slide please. अगर आप YouTube पे कोई वीडियो देख रहे हो तो उसको तो आप रीप्ले कर सकते हो, लेकिन अगर आपने किसी से कोई आपसे कुछ कह रहा है, कोई बिजनेस लीडर है या कोई आपका टीममेट है जो आपको कुछ कम्युनिकेट कर रहा है, तो आप उसको कैसे रीप्ले करोगे? उसका भी एक तरीका है कि जब उन्होंने बोला उसके बाद आप ये कह सकते हो, सो इफ आई अंडरस्टैंड यू करेक्टली दिस इज व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू से. सो अगर आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग में कुछ भी गड़बड़ होगा या मतलब if you have not understand a part of what they have communicated, then they will directly correct you at that point of time. So that will make your understanding perfect. And listening is a skill which can be cultivated like any other skill. अगर हम इसको प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो हम इसको सही तरीके से कल्टिवेट कर सकते हैं. You can dwell this listening. Like अगर हम याद करें जब हम में से सब लोगों ने ड्राइविंग सीखी थी, so you know when you used to drive first time, when you started driving, तो आपका पूरा फोकस होता था कि आपने गियर कैसे चेंज करना है, कब एक्सेलरेटर पे पैर रखना है, कब ब्रेक पे पैर रखना है. लेकिन जब आप प्रैक्टिस में आ जाते हो, वो स्किल आपको आ जाती है, तो आप क्या करने लगते हो, मतलब you get into that autopilot mode and it's like it comes so naturally that you don't even feel that you're doing something. So same goes for listening. So this skill can be practiced and it can be perfected as well. And active listening will send out the right signal. अगर कोई आपको actively सुनता है तो वो आपको सही सिग्नल देता है और आपको भी अच्छा लगता है. जैसे for example, if somebody is having an eye contact with you, or through their gestures, if they are giving you the right signals, that makes the communication all the more effective. So if you are the respondent and somebody is communicating to you, so you should send out the right signals through your body language, through your eyes, eye contact. So we come now to the second part. First is active listening, which is the first foremost important thing, and then is building rapport. Now, what is rapport? Rapport is about, you know, when you are interacting with, next slide please, when you're interacting with your own people Like for example, when you are in a party with your friends or with your family, so you're very comfortable. But that doesn't happen when you are with other people whom you are not familiar with. This happens because you have that rapport difference with the other people. But this rapport can be built over a period of time through different things like tonality. So the tone of your voice when you are talking to somebody has to be right, has to be correct. You know, it has to be soft, and you have to be deliberate. If you say something like, I really need you to hear this and understand it, and then go on to what you want to say, then it will have a dramatic effect, and it will actually be so powerful that the other person will give its, you know, complete focus onto what you have to say. If somebody comes in the office in the morning and says a cheery good morning, says good morning, and says it with a smile, that builds a very good rapport. So these are tools. The tone of your voice and the way you connect with the others is going to help you to build the rapport with the new people very easily. Now understand their map of the world. Please go to the previous slide, please. Understand their map of the world. So everybody has their own map of the world. Based on our experiences, we have a different map of the world. As they say that, you know, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So anything that appears beautiful to me might not appear beautiful to the other person. That's because they have a different perspective. तो हर एक इंसान का पर्सपेक्टिव उनके मैप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, जिस तरीके से वो चीजों को देखते हैं उसके हिसाब से होता है। और उसी तरीके से जब आप उनको कुछ कम्युनिकेट करते हो, जब आप उनसे कुछ बात करते हो, तो उसका रिस्पॉन्स उनके मैप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड पर डिपेंड करता है, या किस तरह से वो चीजों को लेते हैं। So when you are talking with somebody, then you have to understand their map of the world. You are building a rapport with somebody. And focusing on, next slide, verbal communication. Focusing on verbal communication is important, but equally important is focusing on non-verbal communication. Most of the times we focus on what is being said, but we do not focus on what is not being said. Aapki body language, aapka eye contact, the kind of facial expressions that you have, the dress, the gestures, everything is communication in one form. आपके जो words हैं वो झूठ बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज झूठ नहीं बोल सकती. So you have to be very careful with your body language when you are communicating. Next. Now, as I said, your body language is crucial, and you have to be very careful, and you have to have the right non-verbal cues whenever you are communicating. Next, listen with your eyes. The eye contact that you build with any person when you are talking to them, the facial expressions, the eye contact, the posture, the hand and the gestures, your body movement, everything has an impact on how your respondent is going to take what you're going to communicate to them. So you should, whenever you are into a business interaction, or whenever you are into a meeting where you want to gauge something out of, for example, interviews is the best example. When you want to gauge something out of what क्या बंदा बोल रहा है, तो अगर वो झूठ बोल रहा है या अगर वो फज कर रहा है इंफॉर्मेशन को, तो आप बहुत अच्छे से उसको मेक आउट कर सकते हो फ्रॉम द नॉन वर्बल क्यूज, क्योंकि उसकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज, उसका आईज, उसकी फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन सब उसको सपोर्ट नहीं करेंगे. सो that's how listening through the eyes is very important. Coming to the last and the third step, which is most important for effective communication, is choose your words carefully. Now what happens whenever we are sending a written communication, like be it social पे अगर आप communicate कर रहे हैं, social पे आप कुछ लिख रहे हैं, या email पे communicate कर रहे हैं, तो mostly आपको पता होता है कि आपको क्या message देना है, और आप अपने words और speech उसी के according choose करते हो. But आप गलती mostly तब करते हो जब आप oral communication करते हो, क्योंकि क्या होता है कि आपका जो मैसेज होता है ना, वो कई बार चेंज हो जाता है जब आप ओरली कम्युनिकेट करते हो. सो यू शुड, फॉर दिस व्हाट शुड यू डू, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड, यू शुड राइट योर मैसेज. यू शुड, अगर आप किसी मीटिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं, हमें 10 points पे बात करनी है, so we should have small keywords on a piece of paper so that we know कि हमें उनसे क्या बात करनी है. So हमें पर्पस पता होना चाहिए, हमारे कम्युनिकेशन का पर्पस क्या है. हमारे कम्युनिकेशन का पर्पस, whether it is to initiate action, or whether it is to obtain information, or whether it is to inform the other people. जो भी आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव होगा उसके अकॉर्डिंग ही आपको मैसेज को सेंड करना है, राइट? then you should avoid technical language. Now it's fancy language, a very good vocabulary is good. I mean personally आपको बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब आप कोई अच्छे words use करते हो, लेकिन it has to be as simple. लेकिन क्या होता है कि उससे जरूरी नहीं है कि सारे respondent आपकी language समझ सके. हमारा main emphasis या हमारा main objective क्या है कि वो as many लोगों तक पहुंचे जितने लोगों तक हम उसको पहुंचाना चाह रहे हैं. उसके लिए आपको टेक्निकल जार्गन्स यूज नहीं करने हैं, आपको लैंग्वेज को इतना सिंपल रखना है कि वो कोई लेमैन भी बहुत इजीली समझ सके. नाउ रिमेंबर द मैप. जो आपने मैप समझा उस मैप को समझ करके आप उनसे कम्युनिकेट करो. अगर हमें किसी क्लाइंट को पिच करना है, अगर हम उस क्लाइंट के मैप को पहले से जानते हैं, उस क्लाइंट की प्रायोरिटीज को पहले से जानते हैं, तो हम अपनी पिच को अकॉर्डिंगली मैनेज करके उसको दिखा सकते हैं. दैट विल हेल्प यू to win over that communication or to win over that pitch in that case. Next, say only what you need to say. This is very important. We often tend to say too much, और उससे क्या होता है कि information bombard होती है to the other person and then they are not able to extract most out of it. So थोड़ा बोल करके आप रुक जाएं, साइलेंस का यूज करें एंड देन वेट फॉर द अदर पर्सनस रिस्पांस, और जो रिस्पांस आता है उसके बेसिस पे आप अपने रिस्पांस को फॉर्मुलेट करें. यूज केस स्टडीज एंड केस सिनेरियोज. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज केस स्टडीज और केस सिनेरियोज आर वेरी इफेक्टिव एट कम्युनिकेटिंग. एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन मैं पूछना चाहूंगी. हाउ मेनी ऑफ अस हैव वॉच्ड मिल्खा सिंह मूवी? एनीबडी? None of us have watched it. Can you type in the chat box?
Yes, we have.
So it is a great legendary movie. Do you, any one of you, can you speak up if you agree with me on that? It's a legendary storytelling of a legend.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Really, yes.
Yes. So, but then how many of us knew about his journey as a legend before watching this movie? I don't think many of us knew. Even if we knew, it was only 10% of what we watched in the movie. So story, that is the power of storytelling. When you do storytelling, that sends your message across very clearly. अभी बिजनेस सिनेरियोज में हम स्टोरी टेलिंग का यूज बहुत कम करते हैं, बट अगर हम स्टोरी टेलिंग का यूज कर पाए तो हमारे टीममेट्स को हमारा मैसेज या हमारे टारगेट्स या हमारी जो भी प्रायोरिटीज हैं वो बेस्ट तरीके से समझ में आ सकती है. Next is respond straightforwardly to questions. Next slide. Straightforwardly to questions. So आपसे जो भी questions पूछे जाए उनका आप open ended और straightforwardly अगर answer देंगे, so that will bring out more engagement and more interest among people. And then is to check understanding. जो भी आपने बोला वो सामने वाले को उसने वैसे ही comprehend किया या नहीं, वो check करना बहुत जरूरी है. So I have a small activity, 2 minutes, just 2 minutes before we move on to Rohit. Can anybody volunteer? I want to check the understanding. Move on to the next slide, Sushant, please. I want to check the understanding of the audience of whom I had here in this session. So anybody who wants to volunteer to summarize what I had to say. Anyone?
I mean, yeah, Balkrishna Mehta.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
Go ahead.
Do you want me to tell the summary of the whatever
Yes, sir. You
said?
can just summarize what we learned in this session. मतलब अभी जो मैंने presentation दिया उसमें हमने क्या? You can stop
Okay.
the shares.
Yeah,
Sushant.
fine. So what we have learned is basically about communication, and the three important points what Nivedita has said is first one is active listening. So you listen and don't hear. So there is a difference between listening and hearing. So you listen and have an eye contact and see the other part of which the person is not telling. So you look into the eye and try to understand what he's not trying to say. So that is one part. And second is build rapport. I mean, as you said that if you're talking with your family members, friends and all, we know at what language, what pitch, how to tell. But when you're talking to a stranger or in a business, you need to communicate it accordingly. I'm right?
Correct. Very correct. Fabulous.
Fine. And the third one is you choose your words carefully. So when you are typing a message, you will type and you can retype and you can re-edit and do all these things and then put it out. But when you are talking, you need to be very correct and put out the correct words. So I think
Very good, sir.
that's
So
the summary.
I was just thinking, even if one person understands what I wanted to convey, my session for today will become successful, and you made it successful for me. Thank you so much.
May I
It was
request,
because of Nivedita, your communication, which is correct. I think we have understood.
Thank you, sir.
Balkrishna, don't look into the eyes of your friend's wife, otherwise you'll get a slap. Huh?
I was right now looking into the eyes of Nivedita.
Okay. Okay.
That doesn't
Now I
harm.
would like everybody to put on their mic and give a big hand to Nivedita for a wonderful session.
Can you
Yes,
stop
yes.
the share, Sushant?
Very well done, Nivedita.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Very
so
good,
much.
very good.
Thank you, Nivedita
Very
madam.
good.
Now
Thank you
let's
and
meet ourselves again
congratulations.
and go to the next session.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you,
thank you
Nivedita.
very much, Nivedita. It was wonderful, great interaction, and I can say there are a lot of things which you have touched on. They require a lot more information on that, because it was just a brush up kind of a session which I could see, because a lot of subjects were touched on today, and I'm sure that in
Yeah, so
coming
I
time
just-
we will have a more
Sorry, I just
discussions
want
on
to
them.
interrupt you in between. So it's
Yeah.
like we had planned a number of other things. Due to shortage of time, we would like to keep another session, maybe in a month or 2 months' time, which will be in continuation to this. So you can
Perfect.
continue.
That is actually yeah. I think we needed it, and rightly said. I believe in one quote that it says that it takes a child 2 years to learn how to speak, and it takes a life to learn what not to speak. So thank you for bringing all these things to us, and I'm sure that now moving on to Rohit. Rohit, are you there with us?
Yes, hi, Sam.
Hi, can we bring Rohit on the screen, please?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Rohit, welcome, and welcome to IPA platform. And I'm sure that with your great knowledge and experience, everybody is going to get benefit on the social media, which people keep on talking about, that I have a presence in social media. I know social media, and I think today you are going to show a lot of myths about that, and what people are understanding and how they're using it and how they can use it in the right way. Looking forward to you, Rohit, and good luck. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Sam. So first of all, hello, hi to one and all. Thanks to Nivedita and all to give me a chance, to give a brief about social media and to share my opinion and my insights of social media to all of you. So I will be sharing a few slides. We'll try to cover up as much as possible today, and we'll keep these things in continuation in like coming sessions. So to start with, I would like to tell you first about the type of social media channels or type of social media platforms available online. So, every social media channel have its own use, have its own advantages, and even you can say disadvantages. So if we talk about social media networking sites where we can network with people, we can share our opinion and all, the major platforms for this thing is Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. When we talk about, sharing some kind of images or, communicating it via sharing pictures and all, then Instagram, Snapchat are the best platforms. If you want to, share your opinion, if you want to share your things via video, then YouTube and Vimeo is the best platform. And if you are into some kind of blogging and content site, then Medium and Tumblr are the two best platform for this thing. So every platform has its own USP, every platform has its own set of audience as well. So see, I guess you must be knowing this thing. So social media can help you in a lot of ways. Social media can help you in building your brand. Social media can help you in, you can say, increasing your set of audience. It can help in bringing traffic to your website. It can help you in doing business partnerships. So social media today is of, you can say, utmost importance if you're running a business, or even if you're working somewhere. if you're present on social media, if you're connected with people around you and via social media, it can help you in a number of ways. So I would like to share few insights, few hacks of two main social media platforms as of now. So today we will be covering LinkedIn and Facebook, and in next session we'll be covering Twitter and Instagram and other platforms. So to start with LinkedIn, see, first of all, LinkedIn is a professional platform where you can connect with your you can say colleagues, you can connect with your employees, you can connect with your idols, or you can say you can connect with anyone who is in the industry. So what are things you can do in LinkedIn? You can share your information, you can share your content in form of blog, in form of pictures, you can share latest updates about your projects, about your company, and so on. And if you use the right hashtags, you can reach to a mass audience, whoever is searching that specific hashtag. Other interesting thing which you can do in LinkedIn, I guess, which would be a new to you, is you can do a kind of poll campaign wherein you can ask something. If you have any doubt, if you have any opinion, you can create a poll and you can ask audience on LinkedIn to share their opinion on a specific topic. And it trust me, it's very simple, it's very easy to do, and it will help you in engaging, or you can say connecting to a very vast audience. Even if they are not connected with you, they can still be a part of this poll campaign. Also, one important thing, like if you're connected with your colleagues, if you're connected with your companies and other people around you, if you like any of their posts, you can reshare the post, and so that that post can reach to all of your connections as well. So it's a great platform for knowledge sharing. It's a great platform for content sharing, for getting jobs, or for taking someone on board. So via screenshots, I have highlighted it how you can create a post or how you can create a poll campaign. So this screenshot is of the LinkedIn profile, and if you will go to this post section, you can easily write, or you can add image or add video and content and just publish it. And if you want to create a poll, like I said, there is an option that create a poll. You just have to click on it, type a question, and write 3 questions, whatever you feel is can be an answer to your question, and just make the poll live. So these are the 2 interesting things which can be done. Other than that, see, LinkedIn can also help you in getting jobs and also in onboarding someone. So every you can say corporate or the professional person is on LinkedIn these days, and it's the best platform for hiring people as well. So if you're looking for someone, this can be a great platform to onboard a great set of you can say employees. Also, one other thing which is very interesting and very good and can be very effective for you is joining groups related to your industry, and then sharing your content, your ideas, your post on all these groups. So just type your certain set of keywords, let's say digital marketing services, or let's say plumbing related services. Just type these keywords and you will get a set of groups which is available on LinkedIn. You can join the relevant group, and you can connect with all the members who are there in the group. So this is one interesting way to connect to a large set of audience in one single platform. Also, one thing, so if you're doing any kind of posting, if you're sharing your project pictures, if you're doing any information sharing about your company or about the things around you, you can tag the right audience so that they can also check about your post, and all the circle around you plus the circle of that person to whom you're tagging can see the post. So this is one another thing which can be done on LinkedIn. So via screenshot, I would just like to highlight about the job section and all. So here you can see there is a job section. You just need to click click on the thing. If you want to apply for jobs, you need to type the keyword and you will get all the ideas. And if you want to hire someone, just click on a button, post a job, fill up the details, and you can post your job. It's completely free, and 100%. I am very much sure that you can get a very good audience from this platform. It's the most you can say professional platform available. So this is just a brief about LinkedIn. I've highlighted few points. You can do whatever posting you want to do. You can write blog, you can share image, you can share video, you can create a poll campaign, you can do job posting or hiring thing from LinkedIn. So I would like to understand from you, like if you have any doubt, anything you want to ask about LinkedIn, you can either ask or you can share the same on the chat box. Then we'll move on to the other platform. Anyone, anything, or should we move on to next?
Anybody wants to have, anybody has any question about LinkedIn? If they're active on LinkedIn and they have something to ask, they can definitely ask. Okay, there's a question comes from Mr. Udyan. He's saying how to share posts on various groups.
So it's very simple. See, whatever group you want to join, just type the keyword and click on the group section. You will get a list of groups. You need to just join the group, and then once you are in that group, so there can be two type of groups. One is public group, wherein you just need to join the group and you are in, and one is private group, wherein there is an admin and you need to send the request, and admin will check your profile and he will either accept or reject it. And if you are accepted, if you are in the group, then you can easily post. It's simple, like it's same as it's doing posting on LinkedIn or any other platform. So on the top itself, you will get an option of posting whatever content you want. How to reach maximum?
Yeah, there's another question: how to reach maximum viewership?
This is very important. Most of the people suffer, want to know this thing only. So see, there are multiple ways by which you can increase your viewership. So one and the most important is using the right hashtags. So whatever content you're posting, try to use hashtags related to that audience or the content which you're posting. So let's say if I'm doing any kind of posting related to digital marketing and so on, so I try to use relevant hashtags like digital marketing services, or SEO, or social media marketing, and so on. So just try to use relevant hashtags which people are actually searching. This is one interesting way why you can increase your viewership. Second is group joining and group sharing, which we discussed. So if you're sharing anything on that group, and let's say if a group have a membership of 5,000 people or 10,000 people, your post will reach to most of them. So this is one interesting way via which you can share your content to a large audience and you can increase your viewership. And then there is other thing that is paid. Like if you want to promote anything, if you want to promote your project, if you want to promote your project or product or anything, you can always do some kind of paid promotions. So that is one another way by which you can increase your viewership. Posting on your wall does.
Yeah, there's another question which is asking about if you post on your wall, it's going to display on the groups you have subscribed.
No, so it will not. You have to either share your post on those groups or you have to share the content on those groups. So these are two different things. Posting on your wall means you're posting something on your profile and it would be viewed only to the audience who is there in your profile, not to anyone else. But
just to add, who are your connections basically? It goes only to the people who are your connections.
Who are connected, yes, who are connected with you, right? And if you're sharing to, you can share that post to the group, or you can share, copy paste the content to the group.
I think we can also say one more point here that whenever you post anything on your wall, it will remain yours actually. But what happens if any of your connections or he likes it, and then it goes directly to their network also,
Yes.
their walls also.
So this
So there the viewership increases. IPS post IPA put one something on the IPA wall, and I Sandeep, as a Sandeep, like it. The moment I put like it, I have a network of around 7,000 people. So it will go to the 7,000 people mess on their wall that Sandeep Mantidata has liked a post of IPA. If you are interested, you can see. You understand? That's the way the viewership goes much vertical. So like you are, if you have a 2,000 people in you, and if you understand your post is actually liked by 100, so those 100 also has a 2,000, so you can understand how far you can reach on that. So please understand this. This is people who are not on the LinkedIn. I would request you that if you are not there, please come on the LinkedIn. If you don't want to benefit yourself, benefit others also. Okay, you can at least you can connect with IPA. You can like IPA post, and you can, the moment you connect to IPA, you like IPA post, it will start getting affected, reaching to your network also. Yes.
this thing should be applicable on all the platforms, not only on LinkedIn. Only all the members should like the postings which has been done on across all the platforms, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. So, then only IPA's post and whatever content we're sharing will reach to a mass audience.
One more question comes: is there any filter available for effective search?
Yes, there are multiple filters available. So if you're searching anything, let's say if you're searching about any company or any, so the filters that are available are location. Then if you want to search for a company, a page, a profile, so that is another filter. Then
Search by people, by company, by people, by company, by
location.
industry, yeah, location. So
And then the latest post, if you want to view the latest post or post of last 3 months, 6 months, all these filters are available.
Great. Any other question, or we move ahead?
Yeah, good evening. Shashikant from Pobati Enterprises, Bangalore.
Yes,
I had
sir.
raised my hand. Can I speak, please?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Sandeep, and this is my question to Rohit. Rohit, you are talking about a paid promotion on LinkedIn.
Right.
Could you kindly indicate what are the costings for that, please? And is there any professional person who can handle our account? Because we are not so tech savvy. So is there any person who can create an account or create something like, they do this website designing or something like that? On that lines, do you have anybody who can do it and all that? I'm sorry?
That is a direct hitting, huh?
But
I was very carefully listening to Nivedita, so that is working away.
But yes, see, costing, answer your question, costing keeps on changing. So how it works is, it works on PPC model. PPC is pay per click, wherein you will be charged when someone will click on your ad. So while running an ad, while making a campaign, we choose a set of audience to whom we want to show our ad. So you can choose on the basis of location, you can choose on the basis of designation, the company profile, the person's designation, and then the interest areas and so on. So once you use all these filters and you make your ad live, it would be visible to all the people you have chosen. Let's say you have taken an age group of 25 to 50 and taken an area of, let's say, Delhi, and the director or executive level people. So your ad would be visible to that kind of audience only. And after that, you will be charged when someone will actually click on your ad. So this is how it works. It's called PPC, pay per click. And the exact amount, it keeps on changing. It depends on the current bidding. What's the exact bidding going on at that specific time? But just to specify, on ads on LinkedIn are on expensive side as compared to other platforms, as it's a professional platform among others like Facebook and Insta. So ads on LinkedIn is on a expensive side. But yes, if you have a decent budget, you can do ad, because ads on LinkedIn always reaches to a very, very targeted audience.
Great. Thank you, Rohit.
Thank you, Rohit. Thank you very much.
Thanks. So shall we move on to Facebook now?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So see, so first of all, Facebook is a website, or you can say a platform where users can sign in, and they can create their profile for free. So no one charges anything just to create a profile. You can connect with your friends, your school friends, your colleagues, and people around you on Facebook. Everyone, I guess, is there on Facebook these days. But there's a difference. Like when we come to a professional part of Facebook, you can create a Facebook page rather than your Facebook account. And the best thing is you can create a Facebook page from your profile only. So you can interlink your profile and page. You can create a Facebook page in the name of your company or in the name of your brand, and therein you can keep on sharing your professional information. So there can be two different, you can say, Facebook. One would be your profile, wherein you can share your personal stuff, and then there would be a Facebook page wherein you can share the official things, or you can say the things about your company, your brand, or whatever you want to highlight or you want to share with a large set of audience. So this is very first thing. Like if you're on Facebook and if you want to promote your company or your brand on Facebook, you can create a Facebook page in the name of your company. It's free, and you can create it from your Facebook profile itself. Then you can connect your Facebook page to your account, and you can invite all your friends, all your family members who all are there in your profile, that they can come and they can like your page as well. So you can easily build a basic audience at initial level. Then after, you can keep on sharing whatever you want on your Facebook page. You can say, let's say, you can click a picture of your project going on, or of your products, write a content and publish it on your page. Also, the best thing is you can, after sharing it from your page, you can share the post from your profile, so it will reach to both the audience. Also, like Facebook have recently modified, and they have made a lot of changes. The interesting thing is Facebook videos or Facebook reels, you can say. You can create a small videos, let's say 20-second, 30-second videos, and post it in Facebook reels, which has a very, very, you can say, high engagement or high traffic as compared to a normal post. So this is one interesting thing which you can do. Other than that, like LinkedIn, you can tag people from your field. You can tag people whom you want to show your post, show your content, and it will reach to all the audience like who have liked that person as well. And other important thing is groups, Facebook groups. This is very, very, very effective. You will find hundreds and thousands of groups related to your industry only. I have done research myself. There are n number of groups which is available related to your industry. You can join those groups. You can share the post which you have done on your page on all those groups directly, just with a single click of button. You just need to click on share to a page, and then share to a group, and you can share to all the groups you will click. So your post would be visible to all those groups. So these are the key benefits of Facebook page. One, it can be used, Facebook can be used as a professional platform as well, other than sharing the personal things. You can do all these activities. You can do video sharing, you can do image sharing, you can write content, you can write you can use right hashtags, you can join groups, you can tag the right audience, you can tag pages, you can tag profiles, you can tag everything on Facebook. Then groups, Facebook groups are very effective. You can join the groups. Most of the groups are public groups, so you can easily join. You can share the content on all these groups. Also, would like to highlight few companies like who have grown huge just because of using social media groups, or you can say social media platforms. Specifically, if we talk about few groups like Facebook and you can say LinkedIn and Instagram. These platforms, just to give you an example, Meesho is one platform. It was a very new platform, and Meesho was having competition with platforms, big giants like Flipkart, Amazon, Snapdeal, and so on. But still, Meesho has made a huge mark just because of their strategy and just because of their social media postings or group activities they have done. So when they started with doing interactive Facebook postings. By interactive Facebook posting, I mean the postings they were doing, it was a kind of two-way communication wherein they were inviting people to come and respond to their post. So it helped them to get audience to their platform. Then they joined Facebook groups. They also did a lot of Facebook group marketing. They invited few influencers to post content about them. It helped them a lot to build their brand. And now today, Meesho is a 100 crore, $1 million company, which is a unicorn startup, I can say. So they have done a huge promotion on social media, and most of them was organic promotion. They haven't spent much on paid ads initially, and still they were managed to make themselves a brand. They've done a lot of YouTube marketing as well, wherein they posted small videos of influencers, of their products, of some memes and all, and this helped them grow a lot. So and this is just one example. There are a number of other examples, like Boat was one, Mama Earth is another, and there are a number of other examples. All these startups managed to grow only via social media, nothing else. So social media can be a very, very effective tool if you your brand, if you want to highlight your projects, highlight the work you are doing. You can be active on all these platforms. You can post whatever you want. You can share the work of your colleagues. You can share the work of other people, which whatever you like, and you can reach to a very huge audience. And not only in India, you can reach the audience globally. So other important thing, how to choose correct platform. So see, for this, this is very important. So you need to understand your niche. You need to understand the kind of work you're doing and the kind of audience you want to target. Because as I said initially, every set of platform has its own importance. Like LinkedIn is used for most of the things for professional work. Then Facebook, Instagram, this is more of content sharing and image sharing platform. Twitter is mostly used for kind of opinion sharing. So the very first thing is choose your product, choose your market, and then choose your audience. And then we need to see our audience is available on which platform. Like if we are willing to target professional audience, we should be more active on LinkedIn. If we are sharing our product, or if we want to highlight the work we're doing, we can be active on Facebook as well. We can be active on LinkedIn, then Instagram as well. And if like you are more interested in your opinion sharing, if you are more interested in latest things going on, then Twitter can be the platform for you. So the basic thing is understand your product, understand your market, understand your audience, and then choose the right platform. So that's it as of now. As we have very less time, we are covering 2 platforms as of now. We'll be covering other platforms in the next session. And if anyone have any doubt related to Facebook, you can feel free to ask.
Thank you very much, Rohit. Thanks a lot. Can we
Sam, I have
close
one
this
question.
presentation?
I have one question. Can I ask?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please say your name and ask.
Yeah, this is Balakrishna Mehta.
Yes, sir.
To Rohit, how do you have a different account in Facebook for your personal and professional connections? Because what happens is I generally don't connect my professional connections who are there into the Facebook, because I want to keep that as a separate. So how do you do that?
See, sir, whenever you will log into your Facebook profile, on the top right corner, you will see an option of create. So there you can go and create a page, and then there would be 2 different things. let me show it to you live.
I think Rohit, can I interrupt in between?
Yeah, sure.
See, I think Balakrishna sir, if I have understood you correctly, is that आप ये कहना चाह रहे हैं कि आपके जो connections हैं, वो आप जो अपना page है और जो आपका personal Facebook है उस पे अलग-अलग रखना चाहते हैं. So
Yeah,
when you
correct.
create the page, so that is his question, Rohit.
Acha. See, so once you create a page, so very first thing is like you have created a page, so you can invite, or you can invite only those people who you want that those persons should see your professional work as well. So your page won't be visible to all the people who are there in your connection.
So you can invite people based on
can-
मतलब जिनको आप invite करना चाहते हैं आप उन्हीं को invite कर सकते हैं, और कुछ ऐसे लोगों को invite करना चाहते हैं जो आपके friends नहीं हैं, तो पहले आपको उनको friend करना पड़ेगा, तभी वो आपका you can request them to join your page or follow your page.
और जो भी आपके connection में हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि everyone would be able to see your page जब तक आप उनको invite नहीं करते. तो it depends, आप जिसको invite करोगे वही आपका page like कर पाएगा. Otherwise you can keep the audience different.
So that means I have a single account, but then usme you have two separate wherever I want. Yes. Only you can see a set of people only can see it.
Right.
Correct. Whoever will like your page, those group of people will only be able to see your page posts. जैसे मेरे अब जैसे I am managing the IPA page, right? I might have 500 people in my friends list on Facebook, but the people who have liked the IPA page will only be able to see the IPA posts. The people who are there in my connections will not be able to see it. I think I have made my point.
I think you can see how Rohit is showing you like what pages are and what your account is. Account is different, page is different.
Yeah.
So sir, this is the account. This is my account. If I click here, so this is my personal account, right? And then page is different. So when you see on the left hand side, here comes the option of pages. So when I click here, these are the pages to whom I am connected. Let's say if I open IPA's page, so this page is different, completely different from my profile. It has no link with the profile. So इसका audience अलग है, page का audience अलग है, मेरा friend circle अलग है. Everything is completely different. But it is managed from my profile only. So आपकी profile के अंदर है, you will get an option of managing the pages. If you want to create a new page, here
so
you
the people who are there on IPA will not see your personal posts, is it?
No, they will not see.
No.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much, Rohit. And I think there are a lot of questions people have, but we have a limited time with us. So maybe we'll continue this session, next session, and we'll have a more interaction on that, because it was very because you know what happened. Whenever we see something, new things coming up, we just initially think of that, okay, kaisa hoga. But when you deep dive in and then you realize, oh my God, there is lot to learn.
Lot of things, yeah.
Yeah, because social media subject is very vast.
Today, I request people active today that if they're not on LinkedIn or if they're not on Facebook page, and if they think their audience is on these platforms, they must create a profile or page on these platforms. And if they have any doubt, they can note it down, and for sure we'll discuss these things in coming sessions.
Yeah, and then
Thank you very much.
Also wanted to request that if anybody needs any help in creating the Facebook page or a LinkedIn page, then IPHQ can help them. We can facilitate you to create those pages, and any other help that you need, we can extend that to you. Over to you, Sam.
Wonderful. Great. Thank you very much, Nivedita. Thank you both of you for bringing a lot of insights today, which were totally different for many. So I'm sure that everybody enjoyed it, and I could see that a lot of interaction was also when people were participating. So as I said to you, there are a lot of things to discuss, and we'll continue this kind of a sessions in coming time. So moving on, we have with us our own Praveen Bora, the treasurer of IPA National Executive Board. Praveen will share now information about IPPL. Welcome, Praveen. How are you doing?
Fine, Sam. Thank you very much. I think Rohit and Nivedita have done a wonderful job of helping us how we can communicate with our community, plumbing community or professional community. Uh, we have launched IPPL. All details have been shared with all of you. Uh, the whole idea of today's session, I think, has been very fruitful. The way Nivedita and Rohit have helped us in understanding our communication. Give me a second, please. My battery has just gone down. So before I speak, I need to connect it to a charger. Sorry.
It's okay. Every crisis is an opportunity. I take it an opportunity now. Anyway, guys, as you said, Nivedita has also said to you that she can help you out, so you can reach to her. That how you want to learn more about the social media presence of your own organization on a professional manner. She can guide you, she can help you. Rohit is also there. If somebody wants to connect to Rohit, or they can also connect directly to Rohit to understand more on that. Of course, Rohit will be a paid services and Nivedita will be a. All right, back to Praveen. Praveen, over to you.
Yeah. So I would like all of you to use these tools to communicate with our community for IPPL. IPPL is, you are all very much aware about IPPL. You have the brochure, you have the program and everything. I would suggest that all chapters should have a Facebook page where all they connect with all the members and your local community. Have LinkedIn account as well, and post everything on that. This will help you to reach more number of people in a very short span of time. And basically communicating about our programs. I know we send mails, but a lot of times people do not see their personal accounts for mail, but they generally see the Facebook or the LinkedIn, what has been posted, because those are their professional or community commitments. And I think the more people like, once you have shared, let's say on Facebook page, you have shared the our IPPL details, do start liking it. Once you like, more people get to connect with it. I think very well said by Nivedita, communication is all the more important. And now this is e-mode of communication, where you communicate virtually and take advantage to reach more and more people. I think they have done a wonderful job of training us on this, and let us take the benefit for our IPA programs. And I would say this will help, IPPL will help you in reaching more number of people. So your job in communication is reduced and you will get more number of inquiries. And this I have observed quite well in Pune, because in Pune we have the IPA Facebook page in which we post all the events. And every year we are getting at least 10 to 12 inquiries out of it. So I think it's helpful. It's helpful, and I have experienced it. So I suggest you or somebody in your office also, you can train to monitor this. Very easy. I mean, it's the easiest thing to manage once you have created it. And as Nivedita has said, please take her help. Please establish a Facebook and account on LinkedIn and start connecting. I think that's where I would like to end myself today evening, and like to thank Sam, Rohit, and Nivedita for guiding us through this program.
Thank you very much, Praveen. It was really nice, and I can really say all of you that IPPL is coming up, and it's a buzzword. It is not a small, in IP industry, it's a buzzword. People really look forward for it, and if you connect with IPA, and IPPL is the biggest platform for all the new coming up members who wants to join, who wants to learn, and who are existing members with us, and they want to learn more on the plumbing. This is a wonderful platform. And with the social media, with this digital communication system, you can always do it. And to all the people who are here listening to us and have attended to this session, I would urge you all, request you all, that if you are really not interested to post something, okay, please at least like the post of IPA, because like they say that if you cannot become the light, at least become a mirror to the light. So you can spread it with us. Join with us. You'll become more famous with us because IPA is a wonderful large body. If you, जैसे कहते हैं बड़े आदमी के साथ फोटो खिंचवा लो तो आप अपने आप फेमस हो जाते हो. So it is more like this. So I would urge you and request you to be part of our mission, but we are doing it. It's all a passion-driven mission, as you all are part of it. So please join us in that, and if you don't have an account, connect with Nivedita. She's going to help you out to do it. And coming to the last session of today's event, I would request our secretary, national secretary, Rahul ji. If Rahul ji, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah. So I would request to summarize the session. I'll not ask you what did you understand from Nivedita and Rohit, but I will just ask.
It's already too late. We were supposed to end the session by 6 and it's 6:25. So don't expect me to burden everybody with unnecessary things. I will do the formal vote of that.
So thank you very much, sir. You have always been nice and kind to us. Thank you. So we would like you to summarize it today's session.
Yes.
Your words.
It was indeed a very informative and interesting session by Rohit Walia and Nivedita Sharma on communications and social media presence. I am sure everybody must have benefited from the deliberations. I am thankful to Sri Rohit Walia, Managing Director of Search Modifiers, who spared time from his busy schedule to share his views on social media and its benefits. I am thankful to Ms. Nivedita Sharma, who is in any case available to all IPA for any information on social media all the time. My special thanks to Sam, today's MOC, who has to wake up early in the morning in Canada to join this program. I am also thankful to Praveen Bora for sharing information on IPPL. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all NEC members, chapter chairs, and all executive committee members and IPA members from all the chapter present here and making this session a great success. Thanks everyone who have contributed to this program. Thanks.
Thank you very much, sir. And
conclude, I just have one request. Can everybody please turn on their camera so that we can have a combined picture? Since this is a meeting, so we can have that advantage.
Rupesh ji has raised. Rupesh ji, you want to ask something? You are on mute, sir. You have to unmute yourself.
Sandeep, this is by mistake. I have no, I don't want to raise. No question. Sorry.
Sushant, can you remove the spotlight so that we can take a combined picture with everybody?
Is Sushant available? He is going to practice the communication.
He's practicing listening, not acting.
Sandeep, what time is in Toronto?
So it's morning.
It is in gallery, na? Nivedita is coming. I don't know.
Yeah.
On my system, it wasn't coming. So
you have to change the view.
Yeah, I had to change the view.
You can take.
Better. Yeah.
Everybody can keep their camera on.
Please, Praveen sir, SBI associates, acha. Purushottam ji, Balkrishna ji, Ganesh ji, Vicens.
This picture will go on LinkedIn, sir. Then you all can tag to your face. Thank you, everybody. Time to sign off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.